I'm here with new Boston Bruins forward Chris Wagner, of course, a former Cape Cod Whaler. And Chris, I'm sure as a Cape Cod Whaler many moons ago, you were thinking about this day, preparing for your first game as a Boston Bruin.
Yeah, definitely a dream. Back then, never really knew if it was going to be a reality, but here we are, like probably 10 years later now, and it's pretty cool. I honestly probably would have never thought it would happen, when I was 16 or 17, playing for them then. But yeah, it's definitely a dream come true.
I know you were at the Corey Griffin Foundation there, the thing they had over the summer, the event there. It's just amazing to me to see so many of those players that played in the AHF, that former teammates of yours, some of them, and opponents, but now all in the NHL. I mean, what does that say to you about the experience you were able to have playing in that league?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool how tight we all are. I mean, we all pretty much work out together too, and have since I was probably 15 or 16. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't think we really realize it. When we hang out with each other, it's just kind of everyday thing. But yeah, I mean, there's so many guys who played. Mr. Griff was really good to us, and that's one of the reasons why we give back to that foundation. Go to those events and do whatever we can to help them.
At the time, if you can think back to it, when you're playing there, I mean, you're playing at a higher level than most of the leagues around here. But did you ever think, I mean, that some of the stuff there would help you as a player now?
Honestly,
because you're in a moment,
Yeah,
so it's like,
yeah. At that point, I was just worried about getting to college and trying to, if you're playing with good players, then you're probably going to be able to get scouted, and colleges are going to come watch you and stuff. But to think that I would be playing for the Bruins wasn't really in my head, to be honest, until I was 20, and then it was the Ducks and all those other teams. So to be here, it's special, and I probably couldn't even have dreamt about it at that point.
What type of player were you then versus what you are now in terms of style, or
I don't know. I was never really that much of a skill guy. Everyone can score then, and everyone stands out for the most part when you're 16 or 17 who make it to this point. But I was more of a late bloomer, to be honest, and I played pretty similar style and physical, and but like I said, it was probably. I was probably a little better than most of the guys at that point, but I mean even so, I would probably, a lot of the guys we would play up like a couple of years and play against 18-year-olds when we were 16, just to get that experience of playing against bigger and better guys, and I think that went a long way too.
All right, so you get the season opener here, but the home opener is on Monday, Columbus Day. How big is that ticket demand list right now?
Yeah. Everyone pretty much knows to get their own tickets besides my parents, but yeah, it's that's definitely been circled on the calendar since July 1. So yeah, it'll be pretty cool to be a part of.
We appreciate you taking the time, Chris. Thanks.
No worries.